plenty of experience right across that lineup. The likes of Peter Gill at 5'8", David Woods in the forward pack, and of course coached by John Harvey. Kelvin Jeff's the man in charge for this match. And the Seagulls running from right to left. And the other match played between these two sides last year, only a 2-point victory for Penrith. That was up at Seagulls Stadium. First touch of the ball comes the way of Feusa Afoa, one of the biggest forwards out on this field, 15 metres out from his own line. Now working the left side with Matt Adamson. First tackler in there, the Gold Coast. They can put some good football together in patches, just the mistakes seem to cruel them at the worst possible time.
Yes, Andrew, this is a very important game for the Panthers. They've won 2 on the trot now. A chance to get a couple of points close to the likes of the Sydney Bulldogs, who are at the bottom of the top 8. The ball back now to Matt Adamson, who drives it straight towards Scott Wilson, who takes it on the first bounce. Will make it to the 20-metre mark.
And Wilson, one of the real journeymen in this Gold Coast lineup. Pushed back inside the 20. Some feeling in that tackle. Ryan Girdler was the main tackler there. And now just the other side of the 20 with Patterson. And the crossfield now with it is Campion. Now on the 30-metre line, first penalty of the match goes the way of the Gold Coast. The two offenders, Phil Adamson and Steve Waddell. So a chance for the Gold Coast to find some field position. So it's the Coast, the free kick with Adrian Brunker. Straight into the defence of Morven Edwards. Edwards has had a rebirth in his career at Penrith this year after linking up from the Sydney Tigers. He is, of course, a former New Zealand international. Almost a knock on, a dummy half there from Goddard. In turn, he made some good ground, made 10 metres, now 25 metres out.
Got a great play the ball going, and that's allowed Jeremy Schloss to take it inside the 20-metre mark. A good start for the Coast here. They'll be looking for Gill and Coleman in this area of the field to come up with something now on the last.
Here it is now from Goddard out to Gill, inside for Coleman. Then it came across for Woods. Woods sides the try line, forward ball to Campion. That's the way Jeff sees it. So back we come. It'll be a changeover.
And a nice interchange there involving the inside backs, Peter Gill and Coleman. He finds David Woods. Little gap appeared, but unfortunately Campion has overrun it. And the try called back for a Penrith restart. Robbie Beckett, of course, on the far wing, one of the speedsters in the competition. Has had a little bit of rep experience as well this year.
Young Jody Gould just playing it, just 20 years of age. Now Afoa, former Kiwi. Gets not a quality ball away, and Denny Peacock, the commitment there from the Coast, quick to get to the loose ball, and that is a good sign. 40 metres out from the Panthers line. Now Brunker. Adamson stuck out of the play, knew he was offside. McNamara makes the tackle, centre field.
Good call there from the referee, telling Adamson he not to get involved. It would have been a penalty, but it's play on, and that's nice advantage with Hurst tackle 20 metres out.
Goddard again for Woods, running for the gap, close to the ruck. Now 12 metres out from the line. It comes across through Gill. Again, they try their luck with the inside ball. Through Coleman, then for Schloss. And now 15 metres out, and 5 tackles used up by the Seagulls. Coleman, blindside play the last. Deft little kick from the number 7, forced in goal by the Panthers. And we'll come back for a line dropout. Penrith about to be put under pressure once more. The Coast to launch their assault from halfway, and it's that man, David Woods. Full head of steam, almost at full pelt when he got back to the 30. Patterson, and up goes Tim Patterson. Well, they stood back and looked there. Tim Patterson now 15 metres out from the line. The Coast on a roll. As hitting it up is Gillard. Just 5 metres out from the line. Brunker gets involved. Off his opposite wing. On the 4th tackle, just 4 metres out from the try line. This is good pressure from the Coast. And they'll get a try too. Well, that's a little easy from the Seagulls. First try for the day, and 4 points to 0 the scoreline.
Yeah, it's been a very bright start by the Gold Coast. They've had a lot of the football, and Jamie Goddard is the man who skirts out of dummy half, beats Afoa with a step, too mobile for the big man, and scores next to the post. But that's been coming because of the constant pressure, and they are very entertaining down this end of the field. Good enterprise there, and Goddard, one of the good young players in the competition, gets his 4th try for the season.
Oh, it's Brendan Hurst, boasting a 71 success rate with a boot, and this is an easy kick from just 10 metres out, just to the side of the posts, and 4 points become 6. So it's the Gold Coast, the early advantage over the Panthers, 6 points to 0. Close by the end. Adamson with a restart. Big left footer from the Panthers fullback. Campion is back in his own in goal. And back he comes as far as the 10 metres. That's a good kick-off play by the Panthers.
And the Gold Coast will have learnt from that try that the man they should be taking on in defence is a foa, a very big man, and he's not good on his feet. He doesn't have great mobility or agility. And Jamie Goddard was able to stand him up. You'll find that he will be a man targeted by some of the nippier players in this Gold Coast side.
The Coast working the ball out from just outside their own 20. An inspired performance thus far from Dave Woods. That time back up to the 40. Coleman, good quick hands now. Gill spreading it on the left-hand side. It comes the way of Peacock. Thought of pushing it one pass further for Brunker. Now it comes back for Sloss. And he's tackled 5 metres inside his own half. 5 tackles for the Coast. Coleman again with the duties on the last tackle. Very astute kicker of the football. That's lovely play from Craig Coleman. He's been around since you started playing.
Around a long time, Andrew, and still directing things beautifully. You see both markers there overreading the situation, going for the kicker on the far side. And Coleman just seeing an easy 20 or 30 metres on the blind side to be picked up with the short kick.
To say it seems just a little uncertain the start of the Panthers, particularly in attack. It's not the fluency there as yet. They're down by 6 points to 0. Freeman now away for Girdler. 4 steps forward, then sideways, and then straightened up again. 10 inside his own half. Good hands there from Gall. The pass wasn't good. Gall through. Lovely ball off the deck from Gall. The Panthers continue to head downfield with Beckett. And now 42 metres out of the line. Back it comes now for Freeman. Then Afoa. Little step from Afoa. Off the left foot. They tell me he was 130 kilos when he arrived at the Panthers at the end of last year. Now down to 112 as it came across for Adamson. Just outside the 20. It's last tackle. Quick play the ball from Adamson. Away goes Carter. Then for Petherbridge. Right foot step back in field. And that's a very good try on the last tackle. Very much the Panthers catching the Seagulls napping. Great in there by Steve Carter. Got into dummy half. Took advantage of some ordinary sloppy marker defence. And skirted down the blind side. Beckett's the only one marker. Drew the winger, pass to Scott Petherbridge, comes inside. He actually nearly puts the football down on the foot of one of the Gold Coast players. Would have been a bizarre way to have a no try scored, or no try awarded. Now Ryan Girdler, I think by his own admission, he can be a dodgy conveyance as a goal kicker. Still conditions, no breeze to worry about, and that's a great first kick to start the day from Girdler. So we're all level. It's the Seagulls and the Panthers locked up at 6-all. Yes, and as soon as you call him a dodgy conveyance, the odds firmed about it going over. Adrian Brunker it is with a restart for the Seagulls. Tapped on the boot there of McNamara. Not surprised heading into this match to just see the first grade experience McNamara has had. It's already up over 60 first grade games. User Afoa tackle just outside his own 30. Blindside now for Waddell. And that time able to slow up the play of the ball. McGrady the man over the top. Freeman for Gall. Now 5 metres inside his own half. Campion again was around the legs for the Seagulls. This is Adamson. Support not quite there for Phil Adamson. Morven Edwards arrived late. Last tackle Adamson, Matt Adamson it is, with a left boot, the younger of the Adamson brothers. This time Wilson had just that little extra time to take that ball unchallenged. It's probably not a bad idea for the Penrith support to arrive a little bit late with Phil Adamson taking the ball up. He does like to hit, take the tacklers on, and then once they are committed to get rid of that ball, I think you'll find that that will be the case with the Panthers. They'll be looking for the late pass more than taking it to the line and passing beforehand. Panthers found inside the 10 metres. That's a penalty that the Gold Coast needed. Certainly helps. Tell you what, it's a big 10 too. It's all of the 10 metres. So the Coast to launch this attack. 35 metres out from the Panthers line. 6-all. Coleman for Brunker. Infield he comes. Nice front on defence from Steve Waddell. This is Goddard a dummy half. Coleman. Dave Woods again, hit over the top, crunching tackle. I think it was Adamson who basically knocked the ball out of the grasp of Woods, and he's in a bit of trouble, big Dave Woods. Goddard. Now Brendan Hurst, just inside the 20. Comes across for Coleman. He thought about pushing it longer, then lovely short ball for Campion. 10 metres out from the line. Again the quick play the ball, and it's Goddard again. And Goddard has got over the line for his second try, and almost in identical circumstances to the first, a quick play the ball.
Yeah, some lovely stuff there from the Gold Coast. Craig Coleman, a beautiful short ball, was well read by Jody Gall, but he got into marker. Jamie Goddard flew out. Really, the Penrith defence didn't have time to come up off the line. Morven Edwards went for the big ball and all tackle and missed. And Goddard gets his second. He's a fine young prospect. Very strong effort here. He's not held. Every right to roll over, and the ball is grounded.
Second kick for the day for Brendan Hurst. Just outside the 20. But he's in fine form today, Brendan Hurst. And the Gold Coast again take that 6-point advantage. Gold Coast 12, Penrith 6. Dave Woods remains on the field for the Gold Coast after receiving treatment in the lead up to that try. And this is Adrian Brunker. So I'm very impressed with the work rate from Brunker in particular as far as the wingers are concerned. This is Campion.
Brunker is one player the Gold Coast need to look to because he is an experienced player. The former State of Origin representative for Queensland. He's played at the top level. And in a side that really does have some experience, but a lot of players who haven't played a lot of first-grade football, like Brunker, really need to lead the way, as this man is doing.
Dave Woods 35 metres out from the line. His own line, that is. Coast up by 6. Peter Gill takes it up to the line this time. Probably thinking, I wish I hadn't have done that once Adamson cleared him up over the top. Hurst is taken late after the kick. It'll be play on as Adamson from inside his own 20. And Matt Adamson is looking for some open ground cross country. Just went straight through the tackle there with Patterson, or was it McGrady? It was McGrady. He went straight through. This is Girdler on the blind side, the settler.
And lost the ball. Hurst has come up with it. Another opportunity here. They haven't reformed at all, the Panthers. Gold Coast had to have gone wide. There could have been problems.
Girdler was stung in that tackle when he lost that football. As Coleman across for Gilligan. Now Peacock. Always at full stride. Brunker v. Petherbridge. Almost crawled through the tackle of Petherbridge, but over the top, Carter was there in cover. This is a sustained attack now from the coast. That was a bad ball from Gill. It's anyone's. 3 minutes first there, and a chance for the Panthers to go downfield. Well, that's sloppy play from the coast. Very slow to get to the bouncing ball. Waddell back up to the 40. Well, there was Kevin Campion. The crowd not happy with the coast creeping up inside the 10. Freeman in turn is pushed back by Goddard in that tackle. Sarafoa now in Gold Coast half. Now with McNamara. Good offload again from this back rower through Freeman for Carter. The step off the left. Then the offload. The support from Girdler. He's fine. Back for Beckett. Beckett puts the pace on. Tackle 15 metres out from the line. 5 tackles. Wilson scrambling to get back in position. Freeman is cleaned up. Poleaxed in the tackle by a man offside.
Well, the Coast are inside the 10, but Gareth Freeman got smashed. And unfortunately for the Gold Coast, it was on the last. A very good tackle there. I think it was Peter Gill coming in.
You can see what is the job here for Girdler. The gap at the moment 6 points. This to bring it back to 4. At least he'll be hoping to kick it dead. I tell you what, the 2 goal kickers are in form, if nothing else. And the Gold Coast lead the Panthers. Good contest, 12 points to 8.
Yes, very dusty conveyance is Ryan Girdler with the goal kick.
Oh. So back underway now with the Gold Coast. Craig Coleman having plenty to say between the goal and the restart in play. 2 great talkers out on the field and the 2 number 7s, Coleman and Freeman. It's the Panthers from back inside their own 20. Again, Matt Adamson leaving his mark on this match. Campion was the tackler. Just on Kevin Campion, he's already taken his tackle count up to 15.
Then a replacement made by the Penrith side. Barry Walker is out there as Phil Adamson takes it over the halfway line. Gets a good ball away to Morven Edwards. Turned to find Brett Boyd couldn't throw the pass. Gary Freeman now on the last again. They're very dangerous. Throws the dummy.
Gill fell for it. Now for Petherbridge back in field. He's trying to find one extra man, and there were 3 Coast players there to clean up. And Jeremy Sloss eventually came up with a ball. I think we'll have a blood bin case here, will we, with Jeff's calling a player out. And it is, in fact, Kevin Campion who'll be headed for the blood bin. Brunker. Tackled there by McNamara. Goddard. Coleman.
Yeah, there's just a lack of communication there in the Gold Coast attack at the moment. Craig Coleman and Peter Gill really have to take control. This is a good chance for them. They've got a little bit of momentum. They're in front on the scoreboard. If they can get over before half-time, they throw this game wide open.
Again, Coleman kicking for the wing of Petherbridge. In his western touchline, getting a workout. Adamson taken in the tackle by the kicker of the ball, Coleman.
Coleman has just had a word to Adrian Brunker about that. He was looking for his wingman to be flying through. He didn't read it particularly well, Brunker. Next time you see Coleman put the kick through, you'll find his winger will be down there first.
Quick hands from inside their own 20. Girdler for Beckett, one of the fastest players in the competition. Have a look at Robbie Beckett run. Back in field he comes, tackled 35 metres out from the coastline.
And Jamie Goddard, the hooker, has made the tackle on Robbie Beckett as the Panthers go wide through Walker.
Walker turns Edwards inside, back for Gall on the 30. Lovely hands from Edwards inside the 20 now for the Panthers. The best attacking rate of the match coming from the Penrith side. It started from inside their own 20. Freeman, it's a ragged low defensive line from 10 metres out. Inside it came for McNamara. The Panthers still on the attack. The tackle count has restarted. They almost only need 1 to score. They are 1 metre out from the try line. Boyd, then for Adamson. He charges over. That is easy for the Panthers' second row and 12 all to score.
He started the play, Matt Adamson, with a good ball. Phil Adamson at the far end of the field, putting Ryan Girdler into space. Prepared to throw the football on their own line. That's a good ball. And what about Robbie Beckett? He is a flying machine. Tremendous effort here from Jamie Goddard, the hooker. He came up with the tackle. And then a couple of plays later, in fact, if the play hadn't have restarted, it would have been a handover. So that was very fortunate for the Panthers. And big Phil Adamson, unstoppable from 3 metres out.
So now Girdler, as we said earlier, a wonderful goal kicker. From right in front, surely he'll get this one. He sure does. In fact, kicks it right out of the ground. And Penrith go to half-time with a 2-point advantage. The Panthers 14, the Seagulls 12. Good half of football. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more. Welcome back to Penrith Football Stadium. Second half of football. The Panthers with that 2-point advantage. 4 tries scored in the first half. Kicking boot of Ryan Girdler, 3 from 3. As the Panthers in front. On the coast, from left to right, Brunker tackle just short of his own 20. Kevin Campion. Just a very loose arm went over the top there from Carl McNamara. This is Dave Woods. Topped the hit-ups in the first half, Dave Woods. 12 hit-ups. Coupled with a few handling errors, though, was Coleman. The switch there from the Gold Coast. Wilson was coming through off the hip.
They've tried that play a couple of times and it's been reasonably successful. For the fact that chasers or their support players really haven't timed their runs particularly well. The play the Canberra Raiders used very effectively. As that kick finds touch 30 metres out from the Panthers line, scrum to be set.
So they've had great success with their line kicks today. Penrith with a feed from 30 metres out. Adamson. The tactics now for this half, as far as the coast is concerned, is to kick for that eastern touchline. Edwards. Tackled 5 metres inside his own half. The coast down to 12 as Boyd tried to spin away there from the tackle of Hurst. Player left behind is Gillard. Panthers with Girdler. Then for Freeman. Across for Alexander. Promising tackle there from Gill. Not held was Alexander. Carter, Freeman. Then again he runs up to the line. Walker trapped in possession. 5 tackles. 25 from the Gold Coast line. This is Freeman. They're going to try their luck again with a high ball. Wilson having to make a little run to get to it. It comes loose into the hands of Girdler, and it's a very soft drive for the Panthers.
Yes, a good chase from the Panthers there. Put a lot of pressure on Scott Wilson, who didn't receive a great deal of support from his players. And Girdler just picking the ball up. Adamson just onside. He goes up, I think, with Steve Waddell. They fly high. It's a fair contest. Lack of support for the Gold Coast sees Ryan Girdler with a simple task to put the ball over the line.
And this 13 metres out, and for that handy 8-point break, perhaps the Penrith Panthers to go on from here. It is an 8-point lead, and it's Penrith over the Gold Coast, 20 points to 12. So 20 points to 12 the scoreline. The news from downstairs on Brett Gillard for the Gold Coast. Called thigh. And this is Barry Walker pushed back inside the 20. Driving defence from the coast. Some numbers here on the left-hand side. Carter up to the line then for Girdler. Girdler with a half gap. Gets it inside the Seagulls half. Adamson slips into dummy half. He'll set sail for another 10, Adamson. They're 12 or 13 metres made by the fullback. This is Boyd. Now Freeman. On his outside was Walker, and Freeman cops a heavy tackle from Campion, who leads the count for the Gold Coast. This is Boyd, then again for McNamara and Adamson. Adamson trying to do a reverse pass out of the left hand. Carter on the last. Well, what about the confidence of Scott Wilson after the last bomb? He goes high and loses it again. It's play on for the Panthers. Will they in fact need the full set of 6 goal? Then for Edwards. And ridden into the ground there by Brunker, but that is the first of 6. Petherbridge, 5 metres out from the line. And Penrith, he's come up with a drop ball, and that is a sin bin offence for the Gold Coast. So they'll be down to 12. And
that may be reason enough for Penrith to take the tap here. It's like David Woods has gone. They've got a line set to the left. Freeman, the first man.
Dave Woods, the man in the sin bin. This is Adamson, tackled 5 metres out from the line by Spark. Chance now for Carter, straight out of dummy half, held up. And has he got the ball down? Only centimetres short of the line. Then it comes away for Freeman. Freeman for Walker. Spins out of 2. Barry Walker, right on the Gold Coast try line.
Numbers to the right, surely.
20 points to 12 the score as it comes away for Gore, and he crashes over. 20 to 12 becomes 24 to 12. And the Panthers now into overdrive.
And too much to do there for the Gold Coast. The weight of possession and the weight of numbers. Good pass from Gary Freeman. Scott Petherbridge almost going through himself. That was the penalty awarded. David Woods ruled to have been the man offending. This time Gary Freeman with a hard-running Jody Gall. Line coming up in staggered fashion from the Gold Coast. Peter Gill not up as quickly as the first man in defence, which was Jamie Goddard. That created the hole. Jody Gall went through.
The Panthers with a 12-point advantage. The Girdler in search of 5 from 5. And again, the dodgy conveyance gets another 2. And Penrith lead the Gold Coast by 26 points to 12. So the Gold Coast shattered with what has happened since half-time. And it's Matt Adamson. Of course, the Gold Coast led this match by 12 points to 6. And it's now up to 20 unanswered points as far as the Panthers are concerned. As Alexander is tackled just inside his own 30. Again, Campion, the man with a tackle, and penalised. The 2 Gold Coast players really struggling to disentangle themselves from Alexander. Plenty of harms, and they all hit the deck, all 3 of them. Now the Gold Coast side of halfway, the free kick from Boyd, Petherbridge, inside for Waddell. A lot of passing without a great deal of progress being made. This is McNamara.
Panthers will be looking to put the issue beyond doubt here. If they can run in some more points with the opposition down to 12 men in defence. Boyd, the second man to Jody Gall. There's a sidestep which is really ineffective. Now the big line set to the right again. Gary Freeman. And for Steve Waddell on the fringe of the ruck.
Waddell it is to play it. 25 metres out from the line. Alexander blindside. The defensive line is standing back this time. Boyd gets it within 15 metres of the line. Now Girdler across to Freeman. They're not moving up, waiting for Adamson, who held the pass up in turn for McNamara. It's come back into the hands of Peter Gill. And very much a sigh of relief rather for the Coast.
Opting to run the ball on the last tackle, which is a good ploy against a depleted defensive line. Peter Gill, a great job there. He's played very well for them this afternoon. Some ground made there again by Jamie Goddard in the middle of the ruck. Craig Coleman now looking to capitalise on the quick play of the ball.
And away for Gill. Down to 12 men. The short ball for Peacock. Adamson is the cover. Peacock can go all the way to the corner and will. Danny Peacock. Well, Adamson stood back, caught in two minds, and that's just about the try of the day.
I think he underestimated the speed of Danny Peacock. Pointed out earlier that the Gold Coast really don't go to their back line a great deal, but here we see the half and the 5A combining. Beautiful pass there from Peter Gill, opened the gap. Danny Peacock looking to position his inside support player. Matthew Adamson was more concerned with what Scott Petherbridge was going to do, and the bird had flown.
So we have seen 7 attempts at goal so far in this match for 7 successes. Hurst has this attempt right from the sideline. He drove it hard and wide. So the Coast still in it. They are down to 12 just at the moment, but Penrith leading by 26 points to 16. Well, that try that the Coast have just put on the board hopefully gets them right back in the game. Campion it is who runs it back 15 metres out from his own line tackle. What that try does remind me of is their last round match against the Tigers. Peacock only needed to catch one of the chances created by Peter Gill, and the Coast would have an extra 2 competition points. Took a couple of balls that day that should have been taken.
Well, it's a real bonus in this game to score points when you're a player short. Penrith wouldn't have expected that to be the case. They'd have been hoping to wrap the match up, but it's swung the other way, and the Gold Coast are back in now with a little bit of confidence as well as McGrady is tackled. That's the last now. Peter Gill finds Craig Coleman on the short side, the little one over the top into space.
Peacock's the man coming through again. Well, this could be a magic 90 seconds for Danny Peacock. What about that, Danny Peacock? Magic stuff.
Oh, tremendous effort there from Peacock to get his second. Matthew Adamson in two minds here. The little chip over the top from Craig Coleman. Adamson was wheeling the ball over the sideline. It didn't get there, and Peacock put it on the boot. There it is over the top. Adamson had a play on it, let it go, and Danny Peacock gets the bounce. Petherbridge again closing from behind, but too late.
And this very much an important kick, this one. Brendan Hurst, he's only missed 1, he's now missed 2. So 26 points to 20 the score. In just a moment we'll have 13 on 13.
The crowd is just unbelievable.
Live Wednesday, 7:30.
It's not just a game, it's a way of life.
Pride's on the line for both sides. League's biggest contest at the MCG.
Do it for Queensland.
No way, Fatty. The Blues have game 2 in the bag.
Try and find a better contest. Go on.
Live and exclusive. Tooheys State of Origin, Wednesday, 7:30 on 9.
Steve and Kerry Bradley are advanced bankers. They lead very busy lives and often get stuck in their day-to-day work.
Restart again from Matt Adamson. It's a big, big kick, almost out on the full. And the Gold Coast will come back. Well, we mentioned right at the top, it was a drawn result last year between these two sides at this ground. 18 all it was then. Maybe we're headed for another drawn scoreline.
And David Woods back on now for the Gold Coast, so we have the full complement out there. Unconverted try in this game. And the Coast, their confidence is very high at the moment. They've done the impossible, scored 2 tries. They're with players short, and Craig Coleman, a good ball there to Campion. That's the last tackle.
Well, this is the position they set up the last try from. 35 metres out from their own line. Coleman, though, this time with a kick away. It's headed straight for Adamson. And Adamson, it's a round of applause for the tape. Tackled there by Jamie Goddard. Freeman Petherbridge. Taking it up close to halfway. All of a sudden, a field goal, as far as the Panthers are concerned, becomes... It would certainly be a valuable commodity to this team.
It would be a good tactic to be able to put themselves in a position where the opposition have to score twice to get in front. It's 4 tackles, and they've made good ground here with McNamara finding Barry Walker.
Well, they won't get a better position to kick a field goal from. Only 15 metres out, but at the moment they're thinking try. It's Freeman. Then for Gall. Gall taken back for Freeman. Then the grubber. Wilson under pressure. And this time comes up with the answer, but forced in goal.
Oh, tremendous work here from Gary Freeman. Scott Wilson, a difficult task to clean up that bouncing ball. And somehow Freeman has got him back into the in-goal area. The pass to Jody Gall found nothing on out wide. The little kick on the last. Wilson cleans up and is rolled over, and the ball finishes in the in-goal area.
Scott Wilson in a bit of trouble after that incident. Trying to get the feeling back in the left hand. And Penrith will come straight back on the attack to Alexander. This is 29 metres out from the Gold Coast line. First of 6. Now for Gall. Lovely step from the lock forward. Jody Gall goes all the way to the corner. One missed tackle, and that leads to 1 try, and possibly the match win.
And I think you'll find that the man who misses the tackle has been the Gold Coast best defender in this match, Peter Gill. Jody Gall, big right foot side step there, beat Gill, all ends up. Ordinary work on the inside there from Jeremy Schloss, who hadn't covered on the inside, didn't come across. And Jody Gall gets the try.
We're seeing plenty of Ryan Girdler. The goal-kicking stakes, 5 from 5. 5 in from touch. Kicked them from all angles so far in this match. Again, you see the angle, and again Girdler. He's kicking a treat. You'd like a racehorse like this dodgy conveyance. He's now won 6 from 6 starts. 32 points to 20. The Panthers over the coast. So from halfway. Again, another body blow to the confidence of the coast. We're now told the stats on Ryan Girdler. Shares in Ryan Girdler goal kicking are up by 5 points. 5% increase today.
And now Steve Waddell, another good charge. So the Panthers really have grown in confidence from the Jody Gall try. Ryan Girdler, his second touch in 3 tackles. Should have found Robbie Becker.
He can't kick, can he? Here's Boyd for Freeman. Then across the cutout ball to Gall. Again, that right foot step from Jody Gall. And this is 35 out from the Gold Coast line. Freeman again. Runs it all the way up. Then gives Petherbridge a passage for the corner. Back to Edwards. Oh, this is grand football from the Panthers. Great football for another try. And that scoreline blows right out.
And I think you'll find the unfortunate man again is Peter Gill. Some tremendous attack on the last tackle. They've had a lot of success there. Scott Petherbridge, the big step inside was too good for Adrian Brunker. Stepped out of the tackle of Peter Gill. It was pretty tough for him. And Morven Edwards, a simple job to beat Scott Wilson.
64%.
Yeah, Matthew Ridge.
Oh, all of them. Halligan, Ridge, Taylor. This is Girdler. He's missed it. The moment the wraps got too heavy. 36 points to 20, though. The Panthers right in the driver's seat. Brunker knows this play off by heart. Down it goes for Freeman. And now Adamson.
There's Phil Adamson out there, replacing Carl McNamara, who received a generous round of applause from the Penrith crowd. Good, strong effort. Along with Steve Waddell, who's been very good in the last over 10 minutes, taking the ball forward. Brett Boyd now finding some space in around the marker area. Shows the football, but is tackled.
They're really carrying out the job here, the Panthers. The score could be anything come full time. As Alexander tackled 5 metres inside the Gold Coast half. Boyd at dummy half. Freeman. This time cuts out Carter for Adamson again. Looking to put the pass out behind. It's a good tackle in the end from McGrady. Freeman. High ball for Wilson. It's a lot, says Scott Wilson. Well, Wilson that time just stood back and watched. Was his confidence shot altogether, or he just took a punt?
Well, I think they've got to play at the ball. Phil Adamson in some trouble back there. He actually landed on the football as he was trying to get it into a an area that he could pass. Peter Gill, a short ball here to Adrian Brunker. Good strong defence. You can see gingerly back into the defensive line goes Phil Adamson.
This is Patterson just inside the Panthers half now. Plenty of tries, 10 in all so far in the match, 6 tries to 4. Kill for another magic 3 minutes from Danny Peacock. The Sloss, straight through he goes. And tackle 35 metres out from the Panthers line. Last tackle for the Gold Coast. This is Coleman. It came off the boot of Waddell and goes into touch. So it has to be a Gold Coast feed.
Craig Coleman trying to get the grubber through. Steve Waddell actually played at the ball.
Coleman. Here comes McGrady. Searching for that gap between and 5'8". He's tackled 20 metres out from the Panthers line. The Coast, they're not about to give up. Coleman away for Gill. Gill skirting wide. Drew in Girdler, then draws in the support in Patterson. And Patterson tackled just inside the Panthers 20. Goddard, 2 tries next to his name. Then for Hurst. Tackled 10 metres out. Right in front of the Panthers sticks. Goddard again. Coleman wants it right side. Then for Peter Gill. Ball and all, they try to take him. And they get Peter Gill to ground. The Coast will continue to work at right side. Goddard through an ordinary pass to Patterson. And Patterson can do no more and go into touch.
Frustration there for the Gold Coast, trying to conjure something out of nothing. The long pass was never on from Jamie Goddard. Beckett, a simple shot on Patterson to put him into touch.
Another change in the Panthers forward pack. Fayusa Afoa back on for Dave Alexander. Freeman tackled just 15 out from his own line. This is Matt Adamson. Little stumble to start with, then goes into top gear. Adamson might just about go 80 metres to score. Wilson can't get to him, or can he? Diving attempt, he won't get him. Matt Adamson. Oh, solo try. Started all the way back, in fact, from inside his own 10. Matt Adamson, great try. 40 points to 20.
It's been a mixed afternoon for Matt Adamson, but he'll enjoy that one because he'll be disappointed in his efforts in the 2 Danny Peacock tries. He stands up Peter Gill here, finds a gap straight through. Scott Wilson, I thought, would have the speed to catch. And in the end was forced to make a diving attempt. And the strong leg drive from Matt Adamson kept him going to bring up the 40 points for his side.
And Girdler it is from the 20. Back on target, Ryan Girdler. Now they're headed for 50. It's Penrith 42, the Gold Coast 20. The Gold Coast, what started so promising is now a very unhappy day for them. And the Panthers from inside their own 20, Afoa. They tackle right on the 20. Craig Spark, the 27 there with Campion. Also Hurst.
And Jeremy Schloss is off for the Gold Coast, replaced by Jim Lenihan as Afoa beats one tackle, looks to offload, can't do so. And he's tackled 39 out from his own line. Gary Freeman again looking on the blind side to create.
Offside now for Adamson, and again he's able to offload. He just hates to die with a football. Freeman slows it up, then through, was it a forward pass then? Simply line ball. Edwards is the man who took the pass. Walker relishing the open space right through the centre of the ruck. Boyd at dummy half for Adamson. Now the grubber kick. This time the pressure comes the way of Patterson, and Patterson does well from inside his own 10. Now back to the 20, Tim Patterson. The change in that Panthers lineup has Farrer out there, I think, in 22 it is. So 2 hookers on the field now for Penrith. And the Coast 35 metres out from their own line. Oof in that tackle from Afoa. Front on. 8 on 8. Onside Coleman. Held it up for McGrady. Sends him on his way. Back it comes for Peacock. On the outside. Overhead ball. They go to Peacock. He'll have a third try. Danny Peacock. This is superb play from the Gold Coast. What about this for a match of football?
Well, Peacock's got his third try. He'll be on a losing side, but he scored some of the best tries you've ever seen, and this one is as good as any try we've seen this season. Down the blind side, a beautiful pass from Craig Coleman to McGrady. He throws the ball back inside to Peacock. Little one on the outside to Peter Gill. That's gone over the top to Peacock. He bamboozles the defence of the Penrith team. Adamson trying to push him into touch. But a tremendous try. Unfortunately, they still trail by plenty.
And Brendan Hurst again in the sun here at Penrith Football Stadium. Kick is short and a touch wide. So that scoreline, 42-24. Adamson driving that kickoff. So Brunkers had plenty of practice, so too the Panthers. They try telling now up to 12 for the match. 42-24. The way the match has gone, we may still see another one. Brunker who'll play it outside the 20.
That's the problem, Andrew, for the Gold Coast. 24 points should be enough to win any game of football. As a cut-out pass from Coleman is a good one.
Hurst was out on the flank.
And Peacock keeps it in the field of play, but it will go over the sideline.
Well, you've got to try anything at this stage. And it almost came off for the Gold Coast, but what the heck was Brendan Hurst doing down the left wing? Which coming from the Gold Coast as the Panthers to launch another attack. Girdler it is. Nice defence there from Scotty Wilson. Beckett. Wilson trying to come up with a double. Comes up with the right leg with Beckett. Boyd again. Freeman. Adamson. The tackle there. I like Brett Boyd. He's not giving Denny Farrer a chance to get into dummy half. They give the reserve grade hooker a chance to shine as Carter got the ball from Afoa. This could be try 13. No, Carter taken down by Wilson. They keep it going though. The Panthers. Farrer. Crossfield he goes. Overhead to Beckett. Beckett then for Girdler. Girdler shoulders away from one. 13 may be unlucky for some. Not so today. That is try 13. The Panthers have their 8.
Well, he had 70 points scored in a game of football. Ryan Girdler is able to get the ball down. He's got a swag of points this afternoon. Danny Farrell looking to somebody to run into a hole. In the end, throws it over his head. Finds Robbie Beckett. He goes back in field before giving it the reverse pass to Ryan Girdler. And Ricky McGrady comes up with an extremely poor miss to allow Girdler to get across the line.
By rights, he should go and miss this. Get 7 from 8. 15 out. Not today, he won't. 24 points for Ryan Girdler. And that completes quite an amazing game of football. 48 points to 24. Good luck if you've got footy tap. And man of the match, the young lock forward, just 20 years of age. He wins the $1,000 from the Advance Bank, the 13, Jody Gore. So until Origin night from the MCG, on behalf of the 9 League crew, it's goodbye.